Hello. Um, so I'm back with post-game recap number 3. So as you guys probably saw, the Blue Jays lost, which they shouldn't have, and I'm going to get to that later in the stream. So first of all, Thomas Hatch had his debut, pitched 2 1/3 innings, threw 47 pitches, which is okay. Oh, who's on our stream? Say hi. I checked. Okay. Oh, we got 2 people now. Let's go. Okay. So Thomas Hatch made his debut. If you guys don't know, he's from the Cubs. He played in AAA for most of last year. Now he's with the Blue Jays, which he probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for this weird season. He has a good changeup, 96 mile per hour velocity I saw, which is really good for a starter. He was pitching to contact, which I like to see. I like seeing pitchers pitching in contact because it means that they're going to work fast like Mark Buehrle, but he didn't really pitch fast today, and he looked pretty comfy. So I was thinking during the game, how do you think the Blue Jays should be managing Tellez, Guerrero, and Shaw? Like, between first base, DH, and third base. And you can also throw Brandon Drury into that mix because I don't know what's going to happen. Can you see this? Yeah, I can see. Oh, yeah. I know. I put you as a moderator. It's nice to see you, Blitzball, guys. So this stream will be a little bit longer. It might be a little bit longer than the other ones because I have a lot of notes here. I was writing a lot during this game. And we do not have Ruben with us in this stream because Ruben couldn't be here today. He had something else to do. But I'm here, and I am the best with the Blue Jays. So I was thinking how the Blue Jays should manage Tellez, Guerrero, and Shaw. If you want, you write in the comments and say how you think they should be organizing it. I think it should be probably Vladdy at first, Tellez as DH, and Shaw as the third baseman, platooning with Brandon Drury, maybe. So I like how Vladdy today, how he's hitting the contact. And he's worrying about contact first instead of worrying about like power and just hitting home runs, which he worried about a lot last year. But players that just hit the contact, I like those type of players a lot more. And he also played a really good first base. Now I'm going to get into a Tampa Bay Rays thing because I was a little bit worried when I saw Blake Snell, former Cy Young winner Blake Snell. Remember that? He looked absolutely terrible. There's got to be some type of elbow injury, or there's got to be some type of reason why Blake Snell was so terrible. Or it could have been because his control was just off for whatever reason. I don't know, but they were saying that he was not 100%. Or I even put down he might have even been trying too hard, which is possible. I don't know if you agree with me, Blitzball guy, because you're also a pitcher. I'm a pitcher too. I'm also left-handed. Maybe the slapdick prospects get into him. Sorry, I had to make that joke. I like to make those type of jokes. I'm sorry. So he could have been trying too hard. And he also looked like he was nibbling around the strike zone, which is never a good sign. It means his control was definitely off, and he was probably trying way too hard to be in the zone when he wasn't. I'll save the fun facts for later. So I was thinking, because of something that Dan Schulman said, which was that maybe the Jays should be using Thomas Hatch to replace Sam Gaviglio in the bullpen once they get the bigger name starting pitchers like Nate Pearson, Ryan Baraki back. Like once they get those two back, maybe Thomas Hatch should be replacing Sam Gaviglio, and Sam will probably get traded or something, because right now I'm not happy with Sam. But you'll see who else I'm not happy with. So Dan Shulman was saying that he predicts Nate Pearson to debut on either Friday, like next Friday, or this coming Wednesday. So make sure to book on your calendar to be home and watch the J game and then watch my post game show after that. Okay, guys? You get me? Yeah. So Friday or Wednesday, Nate Pearson will most likely be debuting. I'm excited to see a triple digit fastball coming from a starter. Probably gonna look like Garrett Cole, but I don't know. Another thing I noticed was that the Jays kept leaving runners on, which is not a very good thing at all. And I only wrote down in the eighth inning what it was, what the LOB was, meaning left on base. It was at 11 when they only scored about 4 runs. It's probably even higher now. It might be close to 15, which is 3 times the amount of runs that they got almost. So not very good. Not a good sign at all. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about how Anthony Kay played in his first game. I feel like he looked very good, very serviceable. He probably could be a starter for the Jays. They just have to figure out who they want starting and who they're going to send down. Might be Anthony Kay that's going to get sent down because who knows what's going to happen when the roster shrinks. But I feel like he did look pretty good. I'm not going to go to any conclusions now. And here's another topic that I'm going to talk about that I love to see. I love seeing when the Jays play small ball, which means they're going with small hits like singles and doubles, not triples and home runs, which can be unpredictable at times. Like just that, like a easy single to the opposite field is perfect. Like Danny Jansen's single that he had, which broke the shift, which I have written down next, that the Jays, they beat a bunch of the Rays' extreme shifts they have, because you guys all know that Tampa, they like to run very, very heavy shifts, that if someone breaks that shift, you could have the game cracked wide open, which almost happened, but we'll talk about that after. We'll talk about my depression after. So now we're going to talk about Randal Grichuk's potential back injury that was reported closer to the end of the game. So he's taken out in a pitching change that happened. I think it was what the heck was it? But it was like in the seventh or eighth inning. Sorry, I have a bug bite on my finger. I'm trying to itch it. Bad Cooper. So with his back injury, I think he shouldn't be out for that long. I think that he's probably going to be fine. Probably going to be back for the next game, which I think is tomorrow against the Nats. And now we're going to talk about Brandon Drury. He made his debut today from an injury. I don't know what the injury was. I'm not going to be quoted. Might be Corona. Might be. Very well might be. So he definitely did look solid. He had a solid hitting day. I think he was might have been 500 today, like hitting wise. Don't quote me on that. So now we're talking about Rafael Dolis and Anthony Bass. I feel like they both improved from their first appearance, which was on the first game of the season on the 24th. This is 26. Yep. See, I'm smart. I know dates. So I feel like they both improved. Dolis looked a lot more sharp. Maybe that's the same thing as Shiny Yamaguchi, which we'll talk about later. Now we're going to talk about the first Buffalo home game, which is going to be on August 11th. So Buffalo, they have to get some major renovations done if they want to, if we're going to play there. And I'm going to make a blog post, so make sure to follow my blog, which is linked in my channel description to the link tree, I think. So go there and make sure to subscribe so you know when that article comes out, and I'll talk about that. Because there's supposed to be some major renovations to Sahlen Field. I'm trying to remember that name, Sahlen Field. It's hard to remember as a Canadian because I don't know that company. Crystal Page. So Ken Giles struggled, and I am definitely worried about Ken Giles, and I think he probably has an arm injury. I hope it's not a UCL tear, so he's going to have that Tommy John. I just really hope that. I hope it's just some soreness, and he'll be like good to go by the next game. Same thing with Randall Grichuk, but I think Ken Giles might take a while. Just like his arm issues last year, might mean they won't be able to trade him. So I am definitely worried about Ken Giles, as I said. So now we're going to talk about. Another thing about Ken Giles I forgot to say. So Ken, I'm going to speak to you right now. You should have been honest with Pete Walker when he first came out to talk to you. You should have just came out of the game and said you were hurt instead of ruining it for us. Because if he would have came out, we would have won. Then we would have been above 500, but now we're below, and we're going to have to probably win both against Washington. For a 4-game series, so we just have to win. Just have to go 3-1 on that series, and it'll be fine. So I'm not very happy with Ken Giles right now. But let's talk about first extra inning game. Isn't that exciting? So the extra inning format, it totally reminds me of if you guys played 9 innings, which is a phone game, which I've been playing since 2016 when it first came out. They have a mode called Clutch Hits mode. It's where you have a runner on second base the first inning, 2 on base the next inning, and then third inning you have bases loaded. So it's meant to score a lot of runs. So it reminds me of that first inning in Clutch Hits, where you are you have to deal with that type of situation. It definitely reminds me of that. And I believe that the extra inning format is definitely a gimmick, and I think it might be a good idea to get rid of it because we're not going to see very many position players pitching anymore, which I like to see. I like seeing someone like Ryan Goins and Darwin Barney pitching. If you guys remember that Canada Day game against Cleveland, that was probably one of the most exciting things ever. It was like the National League watching pitchers hit, but the opposite. And now I would like to thank the umpires for calling Santiago Espinal safe. And I would like to say, Joe West, you're actually a smart person. I used to think that a lot of umpires weren't very good after seeing Angel Hernandez, and Joe West blew a lot of calls. Hi, Soxy. That's my dog. You guys can say hi, Sox, in the comment. Soxy, the audience says hi to you. Yeah, now he's here with me. Yeah, good boy. So he's going to probably stay here for the next little bit of the stream. So thank you to the umpires for calling Santiago Espinal safe. And it's also an amazing run by Santiago Espinal. But I originally did think he was out, but then I looked at the other cam, and I knew immediately that he was safe because he did not get the tag on. He did not touch his forearm. Trust me. I looked very closely. So I think I talked about that enough. I spent about 30 minutes on that. So Shun Yamaguchi made his debut tonight, and he didn't look like really good. I think he needs a little bit of time to be better. Maybe it's like a Rafael Dolis thing where he just needs to to have another game to show himself and show what he's worth. But he definitely looked overwhelmed. He didn't look right, and I am a little bit worried about their offseason signing this time. But to all the Japanese fans out there, come watch this, because I'm going to be talking about Rafael Dolis, Shun Yamaguchi, Hyunjin Ryu a lot. So all the fans of Japanese and Korean baseball. So I heard that in Korea, Hyunjin Ryu is really famous. I heard that a lot of you are baseball fans. So come watch this. You'll see a Toronto baseball fan talking about them. So as you guys know, Blue Jays lost, and I am going to blame Ken Giles. Let's get into the fun facts. So Travis Shaw's nickname is Mayor of Ding Dong City. Mayor of Ding Dong City, guys. You like that nickname? You like the voice? So the nickname, I don't know how you get that nickname. Kind of a weird one. And I hope we're going to get to see the full second generation infield altogether of Travis Shaw, Bo Bichette, Cavan Biggio, and Vladimir Guerrero get to all play together on the same field. That's been pretty cool. They talked about that in the game, so I decided to talk about that now, even though it's kind of obvious. But I hope we actually get to see that happen, which will mean that Travis Shaw or Vladdy will be playing third base instead of Brandon Drury or Santiago Espinal. Yeah. So I don't know if I should be talking about this because I think I already did. So Blake Snell, he probably was affected by his whole slapdick prospect thing tonight, which was why he's probably so bad. I think I already mentioned that. But let's talk about another thing. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stole a base. Do you guys hear that? He stole a base. I'm going to check right now because I am worried that they changed the box score. 1 second, guys. Oh, still there. See, guys? And if you guys see, oh, yeah, right there, you see the one? So he did steal a base, and I am still in disbelief because I was not expecting him to ever steal a base, which is why they always pinch run him. I compare him to Edwin in that matter. So write in the comments how many stolen bases you think Vladdy will get. Write that down. Okay? Like in his career, how many career stolen bases Vladdy will get? I'm gonna say I think it's fair. It would be being nice for me to say 10. So I'm gonna say 10. That's like a fluke stolen base, like what happened tonight, which means like half stolen base per season if he plays 20 seasons. I'm guessing. Yeah. So I'm still amazed they stole a base. Some more fun facts. So Bo Bichette, he used to hit with the Rockies core of players, which were Nolan Arenado, Trevor Story, Charlie Blackmon, and DJ LeMahieu. They talked about that today, and that's kind of cool because Dante, he was their hitting coach out there in Colorado, where the air is really thin and where the altitude's really high. It's hard to play there. Really hard to play there. So another really weird thing was that what's his name? Choi. What his first name is? Something Choi. So he was switch hitting, which he is normally a lefty hitter, but he's hitting from the right side today because the Jays had Anthony Kay and a few other lefties pitch today. and he had a home run as a righty, which was very strange, and I thought I should talk about that. So I hope you guys thought that was kind of weird and interesting also, because I thought that was really, really weird. And now let's talk about something else that happened. So during the game, the broadcast was cutting out, and they showed the one of the like split screen monitors that they have on their camera, and it was very interesting. And also they showed the point of view of Dan and Buck in the Tim and Sid studio, which is where they were broadcasting from, where they have 14, 10, and 4. Because I wanted to do that with my fingers, but then I realized I couldn't. Stupid Cooper. So they had 14 monitors in the Tim and Sid studio, which I thought was pretty interesting. I thought I should share it with you guys. So write in the comments if you guys noticed any other weird stuff or your opinion on the game. I'll stay here a little bit longer if you guys want. Oh, am I the only one? Oh, that's weird. So I'm going to end it right here because I have to go edit a video that you'll see on my channel. So bye.